Hey guys, thank you for taking the time to watch the very first Learning to Use SportsBlock series. Now in this series, we're going to allow you to become a master at using the administrators portal of our platform. And we're going to cover a few different areas that will make sure you know how to use all the different important parts of the platform. So in this series, we're going to cover 7 different areas. And in those areas, we're going to be looking at firstly, navigating the administrators portal on SportsBlock. We're going to then move into scheduling and managing the events that you've set up and managing your grounds calendar and the drag and drop calendar that you have. We're then going to be looking at managing payments and sending out your first payment request on SportsBlock. From there, we'll have a very quick look at member payments and the member payment process for your members. From there, we'll be looking at managing payments you've received and active kids voucher and discount code management on SportsBlock. After that, we'll go straight into sending out your very first email and SMS through the platform. Next, we'll be looking at team-based communication and managing attendance and attendance reports for your team admins. And finally, we'll be looking at logging an injury incident or complaint report on SportsBlock. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this series. If you do have any feedback on the videos that we've made, please send them through to nicholas@sportsblock.com.au. Alrighty, so when we are logged into SportsBlock, we're going to make sure that we're on the organizer and admin portal. And the way that we can do this is clicking the drop down that says organizer/admin portal at the top of the screen. This is your portal selection button. And then we'll select organizer/admin portal from the drop down. Now you might not have player portal, admin portal and parent portal set up, but if you only have the top 2, that is pretty normal for our administrators. So now that we're on the administrators portal, we're going to land on the organizer hub. And on this page, you're able to view all of your events, groups, and competitions that you're running by date. So you'll notice that I don't have any listed here, and that's because all of my events are ongoing. So if I click the ongoing tab, I can see all the different events, competitions, or groups that I've got currently set up and that are currently running because they're ongoing. Now, the reason that we sort our events, competitions, and groups by date of upcoming, ongoing, and past is because essentially upcoming is your pre-season. So this is anything that hasn't started yet but is due to start at sometime in the future. Ongoing is then those that have kicked off already and have begun. And then past is those that the season's finished or they've progressed and finished as an event or competition or group. And you can then essentially plan your season based on the upcoming events, ongoing events, or past events. And the past events are there if you need to access them or view any information there at any time. So if we click into one of those events, we'll move across to the events tab, and you can toggle between any of your events from this drop down here. And essentially on the events tab, this is your way to manage scheduling, to reschedule any of your events or competitions or programs that you're running. And you can then go in to results and fixtures and make changes to individual events that you've got set up. On this page, on this tab here, you can also publish any training sessions, events, or programs that you've got running by clicking this button. If we move across to Detailed Rego, Detailed Rego is essentially your functional database and a really good place to communicate with and manage payments for all of the teams and individuals in your organization. So when you land on Detailed Rego, you're going to see the All Events tab, and all of your teams are going to be listed here. Now, when you click the All Events tab and then select one of your events, competitions, or groups, so we'll do SportsBlock FC Men's, we'll close the tab here, you're then able to see the registered teams in that group. And if we click the team drop down, we can see all the different players, date of births, and details of those individuals. We can also see any outstanding payments, the total amount owing to this team that we've requested, and the individual amount that has been paid out of that total amount requested. Now, on this page, you can request payments and you can communicate with your users, but this is what we'll cover in more detail on the communication and payment management videos in this series. Moving across to venues, this is a tab that allows you to essentially manage all your different venues. You can manage them under one heading. So it might be just SportsBlock grounds, or if you want to split them into different venues and put them under different groupings, you can do that as well. If we click into the venue, we then have a calendar view of our grounds, and we can actually sort it by date, week, or month, and of course select the dates we want to view and the different times we want to view. And when you do have all of those dates and times selected, you can then scroll across and view the different times that your fixtures might be running. So we can see here that we've got a training session on Wednesday, the 9th to the 11th, 5 p.m. on SB Juniors 1. And we can drag and drop fixtures, but again, this is something that we'll go into more detail in the next video, which is training scheduling and venue management. Now moving across to members, this is where you have a search engine of all the active and offline members within your organization. So if I want to search for anyone in the club, I can do that instantly. And when I search and find that member, I can then click on their name, look at all their details here. I can upload a document against their account, and I can take notes on the individual member. I can also store, so these are the SB members, which is essentially your online member database. So this is anyone registered in any team or as part of your organization on SportsBlock. But you can also keep track of your offline members. And the way you can do this is by uploading or importing an existing spreadsheet that you have. And all you need to do to upload the existing spreadsheet is to click to download the CSV format. It's essentially our own format of spreadsheet. And then you can upload the spreadsheet once you've finished transferring all the data across. You can upload the spreadsheet and that will instantly give you an offline database. Now you should be aware that these aren't obviously connected to any user accounts, unlike the SB members, but it does give you a way to manage any spreadsheets that you do have or existing member databases that you do have on the system. Under documents, you can upload any non-specific or non-team specific documentation or non-member specific documentation. So if you wanted to put up any sort of guides or walkthroughs for your administrators that are going to be on this page, you can upload them here. Under more, we can add admins to your portal, and this could be administrators within the club or other organizations that are operating alongside you or underneath your organization. And we also have access to really good reporting tools as well. So under here, you can log an injury incident or complaint report, and you can also email that through the system by clicking save an email once that is complete. So that was just a very quick look at our administrators portal. Now we will move into the next video, which is training, scheduling management, and grounds management as well. Hopefully this was helpful, and yeah, see you in the next video.